Professor, first of all, that comment from the, Hu Jintao in Le Figaro, it's not really something that he hasn't said before about trying to rebalance the global architecture, if you like, and trying to get the economies more evenly balanced. But if you take that in tandem with the fact that we had these strong manufacturing numbers now, does it give China more room to let the yuan appreciate?
Well, China actually need to get the yuan appreciate by
But they've been pretty firm on saying that they're not going to do it, well, under pressure.
Well, actually, I was thinking an analogy to do this. I don't know whether you remember an old movie called Speed by Keanu Reeves and Sandra Bullock.
The bus that goes around and around,
yes. China more or less is like that. So, which is that they would like to stop it, but it's very difficult to stop it without causing major damage. So the really difficult part is how to engineer a soft landing, because if they actually have the yuan appreciate a lot, which is useful so that they can have more flexible monetary policy, they will risk actually having a large part of the coastal area having very high unemployment.
Because it's reliance on manufacturers
Yes.
exporting.
And so at the same time, they need to simultaneously engineer a domestic consumption boom in order to substitute for the lack of the export. So this is a very difficult thing to balance. This is like trying to change a tire when the car is driving at 200 kilometers per hour.
So do you think they are going to attempt it to do anything? Or because we're still seeing the economy growing, I suspect, a little bit too strongly for the likes of policymakers?
Well, I think they are trying to attempt to do that. Like, for example, the interest rate hike sometimes earlier, the 25 basis point interest rate hike. But however, with a fixed exchange rate, they cannot actually jack up the interest rate too much. The simple reason is the arbitrageurs will actually move the capital inside China even more if the interest rate differential is too high.
So difficult to lift interest rates much further. An economy which is still showing signs of overheating.
Yes.
A leadership that says it wants to do something. What does it do? What do you think it does?
Well, they will need to do a number of things simultaneously, I think, in order to achieve what they want to achieve. So they need to let the yuan appreciate. They need to tighten the monetary policy. They need to actually use administrative procedures in order to reduce the credit growth. And they need to simultaneously expand the domestic consumption in order to absorb the surplus labor.
These are all, in each one on its own is a big move, isn't
yes,
it? So to do it all together, what do you think then, if they do all this, that the chances are that China will not be able to engineer a soft economic landing, but a hard one, i.e. growth will contract too much?
Well, I think that the part that I'm not so much afraid of contracting too much. What I'm afraid is they haven't done enough, such that the asset bubble will keep on growing, and at that time there will be only hard landing.
Only hard landing. So that's your concern, that they won't be able to get it done, economy will continue to grow,
yes.
and then bang, it falls in on itself.
Yes, that would be a serious
time
trouble.
frame?
Well, if we cannot actually get the thing under control within a year or so, we're going to see some very serious consequences.